Today's video, she's testing you. Here's exactly what to say to impress her. Welcome to another video where I teach you how to become a real man of value, attract the right women, and build respect everywhere you go. Listen to me carefully, because this might change the way you see yourself forever. I'm telling you this because I've been there, confused, unsure, wondering why she pulls away just when things are heating up. But what I discovered changed everything, and it can change your life too. There's a hidden way women test you, and most men fail without even realizing it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you may change everything. A man sits across from me, frustrated, scrolling his phone. He tells me he feels like every time he's close to a woman, she starts testing him. Small questions, little comments, pulling away just when things are going well. "I don't get it," he says. "What am I doing wrong?" Listen to me carefully, because I've been there too. I felt that sting of confusion, that silent self-doubt creeping in, wondering if I wasn't enough. Most men fall into the trap of trying to prove themselves, of bending, chasing, apologizing, giving answers they think she wants to hear. And that's the exact moment you lose her. Here's the truth. Women test men not to manipulate them, but to see if you're a man who can hold his ground, who is confident, who has value that isn't dependent on her approval. It's an invisible battlefield, and most men are walking in unarmed. But today, I'm going to show you how to recognize the test, how to respond with the kind of calm, magnetic confidence that draws her in, and how to flip the dynamic so she's the one intrigued, the one chasing, the one respecting you. The first step is awareness. You must see the signs, understand the psychology, and stop reacting from insecurity. You must step into a space where your actions, your tone, and your presence communicate value without words. Imagine her watching you, testing your reaction, and instead of bending, you smile. You engage subtly. You show that you're composed, unshaken, and real. That's the kind of man she can't resist. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you may change everything. Most men get tested and fail because they don't understand why it's happening. They see a test, a teasing comment, a little pushback, a subtle pull away, and immediately panic. They over-explain, over-apologize, or overcompensate. Here's the thing. It's not about the words she uses, it's about her subconscious scanning for strength, confidence, and emotional stability. Women instinctively evaluate men against an invisible checklist. Does he have value? Can he hold his own? Can he lead, protect, and remain unshakable? The problem is, most men have been taught to perform for validation, to please, to overanalyze every text, every glance, every reaction, and that's exactly what kills attraction. A high-value man understands the test, doesn't take it personally, and answers with presence, subtlety, and control. He doesn't argue, he doesn't explain, he doesn't chase approval. He simply shows through his demeanor that he is secure, grounded, and untouchable by emotional manipulation. Listen to me carefully. Awareness is your first weapon. If you don't recognize the test, you can't respond correctly. And most men aren't aware at all. They're blind to the signals. She'll say something like, "Do you really like me?" Or, "Are you sure you're okay with this?" And a weak man will stumble, trying to convince her of his feelings. But a strong man, he acknowledges her statement without losing frame, maybe even teasingly, confidently, subtly elevating the energy. Women are wired to respond to emotional stability and strength, not desperate validation. The next step is understanding what drives these tests. Women aren't trying to hurt you. They're scanning for consistency, respect, and emotional control. They want to see if you can hold your space, maintain your boundaries, and act like a man who knows his worth. When you understand this, the fear disappears, and you can respond with calm authority instead of reactive panic. Transformation begins with mindset and behavior. You have to internalize that tests are opportunities, not threats. When a woman tests you, it's a chance to display confidence, emotional control, and value. You're not proving anything to her. You're showing her who you already are. This is where masculine energy becomes your secret weapon. A high-value man carries himself with confidence, not arrogance. His voice is calm, his gestures are deliberate, his presence is magnetic. He doesn't need to explain his feelings because his energy speaks volumes. He doesn't over-text or over-call. He maintains space, mystery, and consistency. Your body language communicates more than words ever could. Shoulders back, chest slightly out, eye contact steady but not aggressive. Your tone is measured, relaxed, and controlled. When she says something testing, you respond lightly, subtly, and confidently, often with humor or intrigue. You don't stumble or justify. You demonstrate value naturally. Emotional strength is key. A man who is easily shaken or reactive signals low value. A man who laughs it off, teases slightly, or redirects the energy signals high value. Mystery is critical. Don't give her everything at once. Let her wonder, chase, and invest emotionally because that's how attraction grows. Now, let's bring this into real life. Imagine she's at work, asking if you're seeing other people. Most men panic and over-explain. The high-value man smirks slightly and says something playful. Why? You worried you're not the only one keeping me busy? Notice the confidence, the tease, the control. No begging, no oversharing, just composed masculinity. Or you're texting and she gives a subtle test like, "You always act so mysterious." Instead of panicking, you respond with light intrigue. "I like keeping some secrets. Makes life more interesting." Simple, confident, and magnetic. If she pulls away, a high-value man doesn't chase. He maintains his energy, stays busy, and lets her come back. He understands the pull of scarcity and value. If she loses interest, he raises his standard, focuses on himself, and never lowers his frame to convince her. Every interaction becomes a stage to show value, not to earn approval. Even in cold approaches, the principle is the same: calm, confident, measured energy. You speak with purpose, smile naturally, and maintain an aura of challenge and intrigue. Women are drawn to the man who is self-contained, strong, and unshakable, not the man who begs for attention or validation. So here's the final truth. Women test you because they want to see if you're a man worth investing in. The difference between a man who fails and a man who succeeds is mindset, presence, and execution. Stop reacting from insecurity. Start responding from confidence, emotional stability, and masculine value. Practice subtle teasing, controlled energy, and measured communication. Stand tall, speak clearly, maintain mystery, and always hold your frame. You have the ability to change how women perceive you, how they chase you, and how you command respect. It starts with awareness, then mastery of your mindset, and finally, practical application. Implement these lessons daily, test yourself, and watch the transformation. Women notice, energy shifts and attraction grows naturally. Remember, a high-value man doesn't beg, doesn't chase, and doesn't explain himself unnecessarily. He lives his truth, maintains frame, and lets his energy speak. If you take this seriously, if you truly internalize it, you'll stop being tested. You'll become the man women respect, desire, and can't resist. Take action today. Start observing, practicing, and mastering these principles. Your life, your dating success, and your confidence are waiting for you. Step into your power and embrace the transformation. Stay strong, stay confident, and remember, the right women are drawn to the men who know their worth, hold their frame, and live their truth. Before you go, remember this: you don't become a high-value man overnight. It's not about being perfect. It's about improving step by step. Real men don't chase, they attract. Real men don't beg, they build value. And real men don't look for validation. They become the kind of man that doesn't need it. If this video helped you, then do something most men never do: take action. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with a brother who needs to hear this message. And tell me in the comments, what kind of man are you becoming from now on? I'll be here to guide you. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.